What? Okay. Hey, I'm Rocky Mullet. Once again this year I was a judge for the Fireside Game Jam. This year we picked the theme Guide. 480 people joined and there were 106 games submitted, which is more than twice the games from last year. The three judges were HelperWesley, who makes cool YouTube videos about the games he makes in GDevelop. He's the creator of the gamedev Fireside and host of the jam. Emma from Goblin Knuckles, winner of the first Firesidejam, and an excellent artist and game dev. And myself, who makes 2D pixel art games in Unreal Engine because I'm out of my mind. I'll be showing a couple of games I enjoyed, followed by my personal top 3. There were so many games this year that I could not play them all. I did play a majority of them though, choosing from a mix of random and appeal of the itch page. So if you didn't upload a cover image for your game, well, you know what to do next time. So here's a couple of cool games from the jam in no particular order. Galactic Guidebook by Raider X84 was a well-crafted game where you move passengers from planet to planet to upgrade your ship and gather information in a guidebook by speaking to your passengers. In Keep It Cool by Jack Betterson, you roll around to build up a snowball to push enemies off the map. It forces you to think about the direction and path you will take to attack. There's a cool enemy variety and even a cool boss fight at the end. Octolite by Hi, my name is Mapache gives you control over a lighthouse to guide a giant octopus that will destroy pirate ships, to defend your village and get money to buy upgrades. Okay. Oh, and then after that they will actually be solid. Oh. Sojourn by Swordbean and Artman Oil is a puzzle platformer that makes you move around words in the game's guidebook, changing the rules of the game, not unlike Baba Is You. The game is really short but has an interesting main mechanic. Soul Survivors by Camille Tozy is obviously inspired by Vampire Survivors and I had fun with it. A lot of enemies and stuff flying around, multiple projectiles and upgrades to the point it's ridiculous in a good way. Frog Guide by Gongo Gong is a surprisingly engaging game about guiding your army of frogs to fight slimes, so you can grow your frog army to fight more slimes to get more frogs. Beginner's Quest by Olympian Nerd is a really short but original game. You play as a tutorial NPC who guides the hero by telling them what action they should perform. The Field Guide by Gear Flower Games is a really chill game with a great art and a really nice mood. You walk around collecting samples to fill up a book about the native plants of North Carolina and get rewarded with nice pictures. A very wholesome and relaxing game. Lead the Way by Green Kiwi 7 is a weird puzzle game having you play as a chef trying to guide a donut hole into a donut, in a strange food-themed world with interesting level design. Guide a Robot by Mikkel Dev broke my expectations. It's a really well-crafted puzzle game with simple to understand mechanics, in good part due to its excellent tutorial and how the mechanics are gradually introduced to the player. The difficulty curve is on point and it almost made it to my top 3, if it wasn't that there's no music or sound effects at all. Don't ignore audio. And now for my personal top 3. For third place I chose Doggone Good Park Keeper by Fava Beans. It's a really well polished game with great art and attention to detail. It starts with a really well crafted dialogue system, then followed by a chill walk in the park asking you to clean up the place. The tutorial is well done and not intrusive, the chill gameplay is relaxing and sprinkled with dialogue from your guide colleague to keep the pace interesting. One of the best looking art of the jam. My second pick, Don't Forget Me by the legendary Mushroom hits you right in the feels. The game makes you play as the cat of an old lady living alone. As her best friend, you guide her through her day as her health deteriorates. The gameplay is very simple, but the game has charm and a story that might make you cut some onions in the end. Plus, I'm a sucker for playable credits. And finally, my first pick was...
What?
Dinner for Mom by Sulfur Cretin. What can I say? It was a wild ride from start to finish. The game makes you play as a weird alien guiding sentient meat lumps to attack humans to gather meat to create more meat lumps. The art is fantastic, the animations are great, there's a lot of cutscenes involved. The game is super funny and has an absurd humor that makes me think of Castle Crashers. It's a ridiculously polished, ridiculous game with great art, great gameplay and great humor. Well deserving of the first place. Those were my personal pick for the Fireside 2023. Obviously there were a bunch of other cool games that didn't make it in the video. Go check them out. Thanks to everyone who's been part of the jam and see you next year!